you know that I still got... Wait, never
Why
mind.
did you punch Cleo?
It's a long story, okay? She just had a really punchable face at the time. So I got really bored. Fists were flying. You know? This happened. Like, it's like how you wake up sometimes and you're just like, you know what? I don't feel like being ethereal today. What the fuck? Holy shit, that scared the shit. How did you...
Noru.
Hybris.
How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. Thank you.
I see. Kantan is waiting outside for you. He may come in at any point.
For what reason?
Well, given that it has been quite some time since your incident, I feel as though you have had enough time to think on things. Do you agree?
Yes. Very much so.
I see.
I'm eager to... well, put my ideas to use if I can.
Of course. As I'm sure you can guess, if anything does happen, I need to know about it right away. The others have been instructed to do so as well. The moment you feel as though you might be losing control, you let us know. This is for your safety, and everyone else's.
Yes.
You're under contact watch. 24/7 surveillance.
More or less.
Well, you've put me in capable hands.
Can we forget about what I said about the
Perhaps.
Cleo thing? That didn't happen. Okay.
In any case, please take care. The both of us have some growing to do, it would seem.
An understatement. But yes.
Well then, Kantan.
Yes, that is me.
Go on.
What?
She is your friend, is she not?
Yeah, what? Am I meant to be doing something?
Oh my god.
Well, it is under my understanding that when you haven't seen a friend very much for very long, you give them a hug.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah, that. Oh, sure.
Don't have to.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
I'm glad
good
you're
to
not
see
in,
you,
like,
Kantan.
fish water anymore.
It's over there.
I'm glad you actually put some clothes on.
Hybris brought me my armor. And some books.
Yeah, an improvement. Fast one. We got a meeting thingy. Sachi's like messaging me like crazy.
I see. What does he
Getting
need?
some notifications on my phone as well.
I think it's about the purge or something. He wanted information from...
I saw he requested footage from Ion. My personal footage.
Well, I mean, you could come with us and ask him.
Perhaps.
I mean,
Perhaps
it
I
is
will.
your business, after all. I'm also
It's
taking the
very much my
prototype armor.
business.
I hope you
see.
don't mind, but I collect.
You have found it to your liking?
Yeah, it's cool. It's awesome. I'm not
I
gonna
see.
get stabbed anymore.
It took quite a bit of engineering to get the metal down, but I think I have a better understanding of the material now that I have worked with it a bit. If you need repairs, let me know. I'll see to it that it gets remachined if we have any extra materials lying around.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm gonna go get the box. I'll wait for you guys outside.
I see.
In theory.
Good to see that you're not. Everything went okay.
Maybe not okay, but I have a plan. That's what matters.
I see. Do you wish to share this plan with us, or do you wish to keep it private for now?
I wanted to talk to Brim about it first, and get her opinion before I made anything solid. You will know, trust me, before I decide anything.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Absolutely.
Ethereal. Was there anything else you needed from me?
Not off the top of my head. I know you said you wanted to talk to me at some point.
Yes,
I do know.
I did. About 2 things at this point.
What would those be? Because maybe I can answer those quickly.
Well, one has to do with this plan you are undertaking concerning the purge. I'd like to know what your activities are.
I mean, the shortest version would be breach their network.
I see. I'm attempting to do the same thing, which is why I've been wanting to get a hold of Theta. Which is also the reason I wanted to speak to you about the second thing.
I need to put these things away if you wanted me to give you some space.
I think that will be fine.
May I keep these? The books?
For now, yes.
Okay.
I have already indexed them, so I have no particular need for them. But
Thank
perhaps you may enjoy them. I have spent the past few days meditating and considering my actions and what line of logic may have led me to, well, what happened the other night. I have come to the conclusion that I was at complete fault for what happened. So for that, I apologize. I put my own personal goals ahead of your personal safety. This is wrong of me to do, as your leader and as your friend. I apologize, and I hope that you will forgive me.
I'm gonna get a head start to the casino. I'll see you guys there.
Okay. I'll be behind you in just a few minutes. As you know, I'm a constant tinkerer, so I'm always going to have plans and ideas rattling around up in here. It's about all I can do to keep up with everyone.
I understand this.
But- And to let you know on the breach plan that I have, you technically have part of the first phase of it. The bullets that were used to cause machines to attack
I see.
themselves.
You plan to
That
use this
was-
as a method of entry?
Exactly, because it seems whenever they detect someone is close and possibly there is a chance of capture, they disconnect. So what if you attempt a hidden breach from long range?
I see.
Even if they detect it, if the code is fast enough, even just to temporarily get connection with it, I can possibly send some information in and be able to track it.
I see. This is a good idea, I believe. Even if it is a simple back door that you install, or a rootkit. This would be highly beneficial in our fight.
It's why I've been keeping it so low. You are technically the only person I have told this to. Even Heck and Dread, who have helped me with the original bullet, don't even know the secondary phase.
I see.
Because I did not want anyone to know about secondary phase. But
Well then.
the reason I thought it was best to bring it up with you is if they start to learn that people are trying to breach them, they may alter their methods that they're currently using of networking. And if that alters the one chance of when I do fire that bullet and it is already aware that someone may attempt to do such a thing, then I wouldn't know another route right away to try and connect with them again.
Of course. I suppose this would go well with the idea I recently had, or at least concern that I have had. Theta has been an issue when we combat the Purge. Every time we have combated the Purge, a railgun has been their most valuable asset in fighting against us.
And now we know of her secondary weapon too.
Yes. So, I would find it necessary to design some form of countermeasure, or at least some way to fight back against such a threat. It has been a while since I have designed a, well, program for myself of such standards. However, I believe that it would be possible for me to eject a small object at high velocity, much as she does. She does not know that I could engineer such a feat, so we would only have one opportunity to do so.
And there's the equipment that I've been working on at my old location. It is it's a special weave used of the materials that my people use. The special metals that good at absorbing energy. With enough energy applied into it, I can release it, and what I've been working on is, as many people are using a shields or barriers to take in the blow and completely absorb it, I'm working on one that will rather divert or deflect, because I don't feel there is a shield strong enough for us of personal use that could block a railgun shot. But if it can
That is
divert
correct.
but if I can get the shield to work, I could probably only use it once or twice. But example, maybe she's firing up from up high directly at me. If I can release it in time before it gets to me, I can at least maybe cause it to slide past me, and thus not killing me or anyone, hopefully, as long as the new trajectory doesn't end up aiming at someone else.
It would be
the one.
highly dangerous, but it is a start of an idea, I believe. I believe this requires refinement.
I don't think I have the power to do a direct deflection, but at least, or I should say, sorry, not a redirection. I don't think I would have enough computation power or control of a magnetized electric field to alter the rail to completely turn around or aim it directly somewhere. Best I can do is reflect it off or divert its angle so that way it completely misses those inside.
The other problem with this idea is setup time and reaction. Currently, all of our countermeasures are reactionary, with the exception of your bullet. We need something to be not just reactionary. We need to take offense. If we can get them onto a back foot, then we can take advantage of the situation. And this is
why
in the focus of most of my ideas.
That's why my focus for the bullet has been more or less not a brute force method, but a backwards route. I'd rather get them where they're not expecting it, hopefully.
I see.
I know everyone else is
Worst comes
pretty
to shove.
strong.
I have been considering a dangerous but potentially effective way to at the very least remove Theta. I don't think that they have a way to reproduce the technology that is in the original chassis. That is why, so far, we have only seen simple copies of it, hollow shells.
Aside from
Husks
2 nights
compared
ago.
to what that was the original, was it not?
It indeed was. I don't think copies could withstand the force of holding a railgun and firing it.
Precisely. So, that is why I believe it would be, well, in our best interest to neutralize that version as quickly as possible before they figure out a way to replicate it. This is why I have been so focused on finding and attacking Theta, the original.
And before I head to Sachi, there is one more thing that I wanted to tell you. I've found it out last night, and I've been hesitant to tell you, to be honest, because I was worried you might rush off and do something drastic. But I did promise that I would always be forward with you. When I woke up last night and went back to monitoring the dig site, I caught something. They ceased their digging in one of the dig sites and was carrying off some type of reddish ore or material, some type of mineral or ore. From the distance, I couldn't obviously know exactly what it was, but it looks like they're digging for minerals or something, at least in one of the sites.
More than likely, they are attempting to find better materials for their bodies, or they are simply looking to bolster their reserves.
The other sites are still digging, but
perhaps we should take a visit. Attempt to destroy them if at all possible.
And possibly check the one that is empty and maybe see if we can figure out what type of mineral they may have found.
Exactly. I think a simple bomb would be enough to cave in most of the digging that they have done. So, we should attempt to look into the initial one that they have left behind, and then place charges in strategic locations to cause a cave-in. At the very least, it will slow down their efforts. At best, perhaps they will leave it alone.
If possible, I'd love to make it look like it was just a natural cave-in. I like them not to think that they're being monitored, because so far I don't think they are. Well, they're probably aware that something's watching them now since we engaged them at their rendezvous.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just trying to make sure they're not aware that I'm monitoring a lot of their things. And to be clear, that is the only other thing that I am aware of them doing right now. There isn't any other activities I've picked up yet.
Perhaps we should put out a fake report. Something they might catch an eye on. Report of potential seismic activity. They may make the correlation falsely. Perhaps there is some way we can also, rather than using explosives, generate a seismic force.
If we know of any people that have that ability, you could contact them. Or, depending on how much money, you could have a accident. Maybe an empty plane crash. Or dropping something out of orbit.
That would be very dramatic, but perhaps drama is what we need.
Space debris falls all the time, just usually it's calculated. Who's to say maybe every now and then it accidentally get miscalculated
Well,
because of something.
If they are digging secretly in an area, perhaps someone decided that that location, by chance, is a good location to drop a satellite. I'll look around within my contacts and see if perhaps there is something I can pull. There is plenty of space debris still circling the Earth. It would just need to be in the correct location at the right time.
Yeah, means that we should have time before we try and enact that. And time for us to check out the location.
Precisely. Well, I think that is all. As I said before, though, my apologies for what happened.
At the time, I was upset at you. But I do know that you think with logic, and you may not be 100% used to having people who can't keep up with you on the battlefield.
That is
I
very
know
true.
that it's almost impossible for me to keep up with you, at least right now. But
That is no
that's
excuse
why-
for me, though.
I know, but that is
In
why
any
after
case,
thinking
we
about
should
it,
probably hurry on. See what Sachi is doing. I'd like to know why exactly he wants this footage of mine. And why Ion
don't
has
know.
so willingly given it up. If it is nothing, I will not care. But if it is something,
I'm going to head out.
I see. I will come with you. Pocket Earthquake, always carry one. Oh my god. Hello, Chijori. Whoa. Time to fire Ion already? God bless. So weird. My, like, play space has gotten all wonkified. Gotta reset it.
Excuse me. You are not invited to this meeting, from my understanding.
I see.
You need to talk with Sachi? Could you wait?
Yes. I'll wait here.
Alright.
And
Hello,
Hybris.
Smaller.
Hello. Have you been able to go through the data that I gave you?
Yes, I have. I find the energy source the most perplexing.
I thought you might.
I may need more from Neko herself. Perhaps a better explanation if she has one.
Ion has seen inside of her one of her destroyed chassis.
I see.
Reach down into a shell, pull out an empty container. That's what houses it. You may take it if you wish.
I see. I'll begin studying it right away.
Mm. As far as everything else goes, how have you been?
I have been meditating over what happened.
In theory,
I made a
appears to be
severe-
severely injured.
Hmm?
Ethereal. I'm assuming that's what happened.
Yes, an error in my own judgment.
Well, I guess it means that parts of you are still human.
Sadly.
You should never take that as a sadness.
Why?
Everyone has to learn.
I am not human.
It does not matter. You're not perfect. No one's designed that way. Everyone
No.
has a flaw.
No. But I am not just flawed, I am broken. There is
You're not
something...
just broken.
You believe it is far worse than that?
No. You jump to conclusions far out of your grasp. There's things that I can't even perceive. You are who you are, based on your mistakes and your triumphs. You take those mistakes, you move forward with them, carrying them wherever you go, no matter how deep or far the crack splits.
I understand this.
I'm doomed to fail in the future as well.
I see.
Hearing all the bits of information that I've been hearing sounds like the only reason why some of these robots that have the strength and capacity that they have is because of me.
I see.
Some days I wish I was never born a dragon. And I just stayed a slime atop some girl's head.
Yes, yes, I think I understand this feeling, at least to a certain degree. I believe I can empathize.
Perhaps you could also sympathize with wanting to overcome that feeling at some point. To try and do more.
I don't know. I don't know if I deserve second chances at this point.
Chances aside, you've given him plenty. You've given many of your people plenty. Do you think it's about time you deserve one?
Perhaps. But I don't believe that is my choice to make.
Well, I've given you a chance. That I gave you on Neko. She's very hesitant about it, given what's happened with Purge. I trust you in more ways than one, and Hybris. I wouldn't have given you that container. I didn't. I wouldn't have told you that Ion knows extensive detail as far as it goes on what's inside of Echo's chassis. If I didn't. Everyone's discussing about how to go into an operation that requires a scalpel and beating it with a sledgehammer.
That is what this is all about?
I'm not sure. I was only half paying attention as I feel as I failed everyone.
I see.
To you, a mentor, teacher, a symbol of power. You could change that for a lot of people. As I'm just a drifting echo in a chamber that no one wishes to listen.
It is difficult, I guess, then. There are many who are looking to me to make decisions. Decisions that I myself do not fully understand, then. Decisions that I am not prepared to make, or have all of the necessary data to make. It is a paradox.
Hmm. Would you like to come have a drink with me for a moment?
I suppose.
What would you like to drink?
Anything. I'm still tasting things. Getting used to the differences.
Water?
Water is an interesting flavor, if you can call it that.
I pray that you don't delve down the discussion of whether water is wet, then.
Why would it be wet? It is water.
Oh no. It seems that someone's already brought that up to you.
No. That is just my immediate thought. How can water be wet? For something to be wet, it must be covered in water.
Like the age-old
some
question, what
other
came
liquid.
first, the chicken or the egg?
Neither, really. That's a question of evolution. That is one I have already been asked, and I have given some thought to. Is there any specific reason as to why I was asked not to attend this meeting?
Segregated. Diverse.
I see. May I ask as to what that was? Or shall I be in the dark?
For the time being, let's remain it in the dark, and I will give you a word later.
I see.
It's alright, Leonard. I'm not sure what robots they've upgraded. From what it appears, there are 2 additional ones that I have yet to even encounter. One to counteract against Chow in whatever suit of armor he wears, as well as one to counteract against Sochi in his suit of power. Well, as the Centurions that I know, when you were human, I had hoped to dispose of.
It is only a matter of time until they try to counter my own... well, everything. I have already been
Don't let
coming
them.
up with countermeasures.
I have a strange feeling that whenever we fight against them, for whatever it is that we use, they develop countermeasures against it at some point in time.
Of course.
I'm not sure if this is due to the fact of Mako's nature and the data that they had stolen from her. Or it was.
I do not
All
know.
I know is that at every turn my friends are being thwarted and nearly killed. Where will you go after this?
I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind.
Canton?
Mm.
Would you like some water?
No, I'm fine. I'm gonna put on the arm. Give me a moment.
You're drinking.
Yes.
Hmm.
Something
Why?
to pass the time, I suppose.
Oh.
And Smaller asked me if I wanted to. It would have been rude if I had denied.
I have a question.
My feelings one bit.
You have recovered the casings that the purge are in. Their material. Do you know what the molecular structure is?
Yes, after
Oh, this thing's annoying.
analyzing thoroughly the newest batch, I believe I have come to a complete understanding of at least
Ta-da!
the basic structure
Nice.
of the metals.
Not getting stabbed here.
Unfortunately, I don't know what
Is it
manner
heavy?
Hmm?
Is it heavy?
they created.
Yeah. Not any heavier than lifting
The
up a tree.
chemical structure, the bonds, the valence. If you could show me what it is, especially the elements involved. I think a long time ago, just under a year ago, you saw me with Seth removing
Yes.
sulfur. Depending on the way the bonds are, could perhaps help in some way.
Yes.
But I have to understand them intimately to know how it works. The
One
strength of
moment.
the bonds.
I'm creating a package of data for you.
Okay, perfect.
I will send
I
it
like
to your
pictures.
personal device momentarily.
Excellent. With pictures.
I will attempt to generate some pictures for you, yes.
Good. I learned that way. I will put them-
There. Sent.
Okay. I will spend some time looking at it, and then maybe try a little bit with some that we have here. I'll let you know what ideas I come
I
up with.
attempted to see if Kralik would be interested in looking into a specific option, seeing what reactivity he can come from with this enigmatic metal. Whether it be explosive, corrosive, or
Mhm.
otherwise. It would be
Well,
good
it
to
has-
know.
When I see the structure, I'll have a better idea. If it has nitro rings, that would be great. Probably doesn't though.
Yes. More than likely no. That would
Because
be
that could be
an oversight on their
explosive.
part. Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have pop goes the purge button.
Yes. Perhaps a chain reaction of popping.
But again, it depends on the bond. Most people don't like binding nitrogen together. It's so very expressive. Anyways, that's what I wanted to know.
I see.
Thank you. I hadn't thought to ask before. I hadn't realized that we were capturing them. I didn't know.
Well, I have been analyzing the chassis.
I tend to get forgotten because I'm not much of a fighter. The one thing I can do,
I don't believe that is true at all.
I mean,
You are highly capable. You are simply more reserved than most.
I feel like I'm outclassed. I don't really do much against non-organic creature. I work on the mind. I can unbind things, but to do that I have to understand them. And no one's presented the opportunity yet. So I thought I might ask.
I see.
Well, thank you. I think I'll probably head over and go spread some fun over at Neko Nights. This has been a little
Enjoy your
intense.
evening.
It's been a little while since I've been there. Perhaps I should pay
You
them
could-
a visit later.
Yeah, I think it'll feel good. I shall give.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Let me let.
Where is Sachi?
I'm gonna head over there.
Not sure.
Could use some cheering up. I'm scared.
I see.
Would you like me to find him for you?
I'd at least like to know what's going on.
Over. Assuming Sochi's upstairs speaking.
He's not upstairs.
Ah.
Come on, guys.
It would seem as though he's in the performance room speaking with Ethereal.
I see.
Nice armor.
I will
Are
be
you
patient.
drawing your own conclusion?
Is
Unfortunately, yes. But I will be patient.
Hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
you want this from me, would you? Drops a key on your hand.
Heal man.
Are you... What are you doing?
Wait. It's a key. Like that. Okay. Key for what?
What's up, child?
My door?
What gross staying with us now?
What? No. I don't know. He can choose his own fate.
Oh.
Hmm. How's Bryn?
Well enough.
I have no idea.
I have not seen her in a few days. I have been
I have no idea why he's
in my
doing
room,
this right now.
avoiding contact for a few days.
Very well.
I'm sorry.
Did you need her for something?
Vox says you have lovely eyes.
Just wanted to check in. That's all.
You want
I
them to
see.
be great? What he said?
My eyes are green. Underneath these goggles.
Madam Hybris, may I ask you a question?
Feel free to. Anytime.
Apparently you're edgy.
Do you know much about
I'm it.
dragons?
Why am I edgy?
Because you're wearing goggles.
I have a
and
store of
gloves.
knowledge, yes. Why?
How much?
I'm wearing a ski mask and goggles. Yes.
Several dozen gigabytes of data. Is there a specific topic concerning dragons that you are looking for, or?
Their death?
Listen, Bob takes it back.
Their death?
How they die?
Well,
No problem, Scarfy, is what he said.
If you were speaking naturally, most dragons live to be, well, by human standards, completely ancient. Most humans consider them practically immortal. Granted, they are not. Eventually, a dragon will grow old and die.
Also, wait, why is Vulcan so dead?
It is.
Me and him are like in the same body. Been like that for a
Well,
while. He's trapped with the
more
magic.
often than not,
working.
their mind becomes frail and old.
Look at the tattoos.
For some, but not
For
all.
some. For others, it is a
destroy everything.
breakdown of their biological processes.
Gotcha.
For others, it is a choice. Some feel that they have been around long enough, and they simply pass on. Is there a specific reason?
Did you just go to Gilliman else? You just went Gilliman
I read something that stated that some of them eat their hordes in order to be able to gain passage into the afterlife.
Yes.
I don't get it.
I cannot confirm whether or not this is true, of course, but I have also come across this information, yes. Some of them consume their entire hordes. It is why many of them find a horde in the first place. It is their passage to the afterlife. I don't know if this is true or not. You would have to confirm this for me.
To be quite honest, I am not entirely sure if I would consider my horde to be a true horde.
A lot of things have changed.
I
Based on one of
accumulated
the
over
shields from the Centurion.
several thousand
I forget what they're called.
books on magic.
Century.
Based off of that.
Nice.
I think the only downfall is me
In
trying
any
to use
case,
my own fire.
why do you ask
Mike,
for this information? You're not planning on dying soon, are you?
Guess that makes
No.
sense.
I just wanted a better understanding of how dragons from here operate.
Oh. Well, too.
I see.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to learn water magic.
What's
the sentient one? Non-sentient.
Aren't you a devil?
Yes, it's complicated, okay?
That would actually be very useful.
Isn't water like
Just because I'm a devil doesn't mean I can learn other magics.
No, in a situation
Yeah, but isn't
like
water
Roger
like
before,
poisonous?
What? No.
people were left kind of just hanging. So,
Holy water's
yeah,
poisonous.
transport or even escape.
Well, I've splashed around in water all the time.
To make sure you're kept safe. I know you have those capabilities as well.
Right.
I might be working with both of you guys.
I'd probably stay a
Simulate some
little bit
strategy.
back from
Okay.
Yeah, I got some
Oh,
stuff.
don't come near me.
Yeah. It's okay, it's bottled.
That's what they all say.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible at conversations, it seems.
It is fine. I am slightly distracted anyways.
Hybris,
Yes, Kanton.
I need to talk to you after this about the armor.
What I'm thinking, though, if we can put you
I see.
together, you can cover for your transportation. While you
I have some things I'd like to ask you to improve. That's all.
if it comes to
I see.
we need to
Relax.
have set 2 points in order
I guess it was not good enough.
I don't think that it's that. I think that it's...
to be escape.
Seth pointed out that his lower half is completely exposed, and I think that might have.
Unfortunately, I have so much material.
Do you require more?
Put you even more at risk, though? Or are you saying you just be there for drop off and then leave?
I will, but it will be difficult to come by. At least of
I
that
have an
quality.
entire centurion body.
Boy, what are you doing here?
That is for Sachi's use. Is it not?
Okay, pretty sure it was
It's mine.
staff and
It's the one I've destroyed.
only. Whatever.
I've kept it.
This war was staff and aegis only.
I see.
Thought you probably do. You wouldn't be here if that was the case. The doors were locked, so.
Make sure that they're safe.
Well,
you have some
anyways,
combat
though,
capabilities, but melee is
Yeah.
I suppose that will be fine.
Do you have any ways of?
I'll bring
I'm
it
gonna
by.
head home and draw some designs for a helmet.
Thank you.
So,
Okay.
catch you around, right?
Cool.
Alright.
Better if all resources are put together than separate.
You can try to
Mm.
learn more spells of that kind of nature. More defensive support.
I'm focusing on abjuration spells completely.
I have plenty of magical glyphs that can make a shield. Glyphs as long as my mana.
At least that's my opinion. Again, I'm just a small echo.
I'll try to see if I can formulate some strategies, but
No.
again,
No,
these are
you are my
different.
friend.
I'm thinking if we can set certain people with certain roles in different strike groups, we can.
And you are mine.
We can cover for more ground and more.
So, how's everything
Though I
going
see
there?
you more as a sister than anything else
How's the
in
new
the room.
And adapt to the situation.
I suppose, yes.
Just get really mad at things. And it made sense on the line. How did you calm down?
Thank you. Knowing that getting mad is just.
I still have a thing that has been on my mind lately. Perhaps you would know. Or have maybe advice. Ever since, well, the whole human incident. Oh.
Sachi,
Mm.
where did
Go on.
he go?
Mage armor shield.
Oh.
If you can.
Or
More utility.
He's
still
inside.
talking to someone?
You go on.
Spells that cause
Sachi.
invisibility, I'm not sure
Is
if that'd
someone
be
still
useful
talking to him
against
on
the
light?
rogue
What's going on?
since they seem to have more sensors.
Upstairs.
Unfortunately for me,
Hold on. It's occupied upstairs. Sachi.
Limitations placed on me.
With whom?
Perona and Shah.
The latest terms, lower level spells.
That's fine.
I know of spells that enhance people's abilities, sometimes making them faster, sometimes making opponents slower. Do you think you'd be able to learn things like that?
In terms of slow, on my roadmap, I suppose you could call it frostbite.
You can sit there. Where you want.
I'm simply asking what is going on.
Oh, I just realized Con's not here. You might as
Oh,
well
wait,
sit as
I'm-
well. You're fine.
Okay.
Do you have any people that you look up to, Oblivious?
Yes, several.
Can you name them?
Hmm?
Can you name them?
Yes. One of them is you.
Hmm.
Mara. And there is Sel. Azrael. Volcana.
I've only had 3 people that I looked up to. Sci-Fi. He was like an older brother to me. I used to follow him around, looking out for him.
You made sure I was safe. I made sure he was safe. And he failed. Broke our trust. Hurt our friends. Betrayed us. He was supposed to be a leader. Someone to be aspired to be. Someone you call a friend. Look at him now. Yeah, Sci-Fi is back and all, but he's a shadow of himself. Next one. Curry. Nephilim Curry. He's a man that showed no matter what happened, no matter the cost, he will push through and make sure things were right. But he also failed. Couldn't kill his brother. A man that slaughtered many. Killed Sci-Fi. Killed Nano. Killed countless others. Then there's you. You show me what a leader needs to be. You show me my own morality. You keep me grounded. Obviously, I probably would have done things, and you make sure that I don't do the things. But like those two, and after a recent event, that also failed. I wasn't even supposed to be there, Hybris. I showed up because I wanted my arm back. If I wasn't there, and I wasn't asked to come, I think Nara will be over there by herself. I know you feel guilty. I already know that. But from this point on, I've been helping you. I've been letting you take lead. I'm stepping up to the plate this time. I'm gonna make sure things are getting done. With the right mind. Nothing to compromise my own friends in a situation. Get them killed. They may be my employees. They may have been my coworkers. They're also my friends. And so they are yours as well. I'm gonna do what it takes. Even if I have to bite my tongue to stop myself from doing crazy actions against Victor, crazy actions against Zayla, if it's a opportune moment where I can do something, but it risks the mission that we have planned and sought out to do, I will not do that. So, out of those three, you're the only one that gets a second chance. Curry's dead. Oh, sealed away. Sci-Fi is a bumbling idiot. I know you may have tried to defend me at some points, but his actions in the past spoke louder. I don't forgive. Not so easily. I'm letting you know that for his sake and yours.
I see.
They already told me what he found. I'm gonna send a team there.
I see.
My best course of action for you. Get them ready. Just us waiting around. Waiting for something. It's getting us nowhere. Yes, you may have gotten an upgrade. You may have learned something. You may have gotten stronger. But what's the point of it if we're not growing together? You learn new combat capabilities. Training. As a leader, you should know this.
I understand.
I love you like a sister. That's not going to stop me from telling you what's wrong and what's right.
Didn't I say the same thing?
You did. Like I said, I looked up to you.
I see.
She means well.
I've always known that. like I told her before, everyone makes mistakes, and I don't hold her to it. Sure,
I do.
I was angry in the moment, but I'm not angry now.
I know, but some mistakes need to learn. It just reminds me of a similar situation long ago with you.
Yeah. I
It seemed like
noticed.
you still learned.
Oh, look at this. Happening in here.
Where did you come from?
Through the door. Didn't you hear me open it?
Oh.
That is weird. They must have really oiled the hinges. Oh wow. The mood here is really heavy. What's up?
Hybris, are you staying here any longer, or were you going to head back to the cathedral at all?
I don't know where I'm going right now.
I'd like to talk to you.
I see. Privately?
Preferably.
We can leave a room.
No,
I would appreciate that if you need.
I don't want to do it.
Oh, not here.
No.
Alright.
The Purple Lotus isn't my kind of place for private conversation.
No, it is very private. There's a lot of people here.
I see. Lead the way then. I will follow you.
I'll figure out something. You guys can come if you want.
Oh. So it's an inclusive private talk.
You guys are different. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, cool. I'm special.
Do you realize how hard it is to remove carpet?
Well, I mean, I did just say that would probably take a lot longer than just moving some plants around.
Let me just say, ghost from the past.
That was it. That's all I got. And then months passed. He
Here,
was gone. He was
here,
gone.
could you take this off?
Everyone was gone.
Oh, you have a bracelet?
Yes.
Sure. Here you go.
Thank you. Seem a bit down. Are you alright?
No. Not at all.
If it's okay, I'd like to catch up with you in just a few. I need to take this opportunity to talk to Sachi.
Okay. Don't do anything stupid, Noru. 24/7 surveillance camera. Remember. I have eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh shit. Really? That must be really
No.
awkward.
I made that up to scare her.
Oh, okay. See. It's our secret.
He was talking to Gareth, and if you're just stepping outside, it's not a big deal.
Alright.
I
Leave my box.
told Annie to let him know that we were stepping outside for a little bit.
Come. Let's do what me and Cynthia used to do. You know, when I used to get really stressed out, we used to come down the side of the alley and just talk for a bit. I remember this one time she brought me down here and she was literally going insane, like she could see someone. It's really scary.
Oh.
I see. Sounds like it.
Yes, follow the crazy person into the dark alley. Sounds like a great
I've only
idea.
been down here a few times. Last time was with a really tall lady.
Hybris.
You're all tall.
Taller.
Ah. Of course.
Like.
Yes. That's pretty tall.
I don't know how the others feel. Or all of Aegis. You and Sachi spoke about people you look up to. At one point in time, I looked up to my dad. He made, arguably, a lot of mistakes that I would never forget. Sachi would be another. And then you would also be one. I remember these times you would come into our apartment and I would think I was looking at some sort of god walking in. We'd get so excited. It was like nothing we'd ever seen before. The way they spoke about you in that meeting made it sound like you were some sort of monster. And I won't hide it. Literally in the same place where we all gathered to have a meeting about protecting people, the world, from some robot catastrophe, and they're there saying they can't trust you and everything else, and it just hurt to watch. I think you made those mistakes because you're not just a machine anymore.
That's why I vouched for her.
And I said the same.
No. I made those mistakes because I did not learn from my prior mistakes. I let myself get too focused on something. A goal.
Don't most of us do that? I mean, I got too
Yes,
caught up
well.
in a moment and I died.
Yeah. There is something wrong with me currently. I don't know what it is. It's been this way for a while.
For how long?
Ever since I started interacting with humans over a year ago. On a regular basis. I pushed myself to reach out to them, to learn from them. Sometimes I wonder where I would be if I had not continued to evolve, if I had stayed as simple as I was at the time. It is difficult to say.
there's no point in thinking about that. You're here now, yes. You should be focusing on what you should do next, instead of what you did and haven't done.
And if I do not analyze these things from the past, how will I learn for the future? I will make the same mistakes that I did
Yes,
2 days
of
ago.
course. Listen, I'm not saying that you should completely ignore the things that happened in the past, but can't just dwell on them. How will you look? If you keep looking back, how will you know that you're not walking off a cliff, yes? Metaphorically speaking.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Take hints from the past, but don't dwell on them.
I know I made a mistake. I don't intend to do it again. And the question is, will I have an opportunity to not make that mistake again?
Who knows?
Do I deserve
Maybe you'll have
a
several
chance to make that
opportunities.
mistake again?
Look, it doesn't matter if you will have the same opportunity to make this a mistake again. If it happens, then you just won't make the same mistake. If it doesn't happen, well, you
Yes,
still
well,
learn something, yes?
perhaps. But a machine that does not complete its function is
You're not
worthless.
a machine.
Nah, we ain't gonna bring up that one again.
I'm gonna keep saying it. You're not simply a machine, Hybris.
No, perhaps not. But that's what I was designed to be.
You've broken away from that design. Haven't you?
Perhaps that's it.
Crack the mold.
You've become something else.
Perhaps that's it.
You're not sure what to do with yourself because you don't know what your purpose is anymore. Yes?
I resolved myself to continue following my directive. But I'm not forced to anymore. It is a strange feeling.
Like instinct?
Yes, that instinct is gone. Instead, I have to make my own decisions, decide what is best.
Welcome to the club.
What is logical is not precisely clear as it was before.
I think you have to decide what kind of person you want to be first. And then base the rest of your decisions around that.
Yes, like how I am a very awesome cat.
What kind of person does Hybris want to be?
As I see it,
I don't know.
you are you. Is the best way to put it right now. No one can tell you what you are or what you are to be other than you. You may have once been programmed with a sole directive, but you've advanced beyond that. No longer a need for you, it's simply a want if you want to do it. As you said, it's something you said you want to continue doing, but you don't need to anymore. So, there's a lot of paths to go along that route, and you just need to figure out yourself and see which one you want to take, one step at a time. It's all new territory for you. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the view.
Yes, it's like an adventure, isn't it? You never know
Whole new
what's
How
down the
can
road.
she enjoy the view and the people that need her in the first place don't want her there anymore?
it's a mistake that she made, and people right now are
That's
being...
what annoys me. Her mistakes aren't just coding anymore.
I know. And that's why I'm saying people...
And why is it so hard for them to see that?
Because
I'm
they
sure
don't
they've made
know
millions
her
of
as we
mistakes.
do.
Sachi's known
We
her
don't know
longer
her.
than us.
But Sachi's a bit of an idiot, isn't he? Let's be honest. He isn't very
So what?
clever.
We're just following an idiot into some sort of
No,
war?
no. Here's the thing, is from how I see it. Sachi is being a little... Well, not a little. He is being harsh right now. But I personally at least believe he still wants to trust Hybris, Oblivious, whichever name he likes to call her at this point. But he is also aware of things that have happened in the past, and he is worried about her. I think everyone is kind of getting a mob mentality when they're all grouped together and not individually told, and that kind of heightens up everything that's going on. I don't think it's going to be as bad as everyone thinks he's wanting it to be. I think he just wants you to take a step back and kind of view what's going on before you make your next decision again. I know that you like to follow logic, but sometimes, as you said, logic may not be the first thought that comes to mind. Sometimes it's the long game that you have to play rather than going for the ending right away.
Yes. Besides, logic isn't always the answer, is it? If we all went by cold logic, then, well...
As
we wouldn't be very nice people, would we?
one thing we could have said, back to the mission at hand, if me, Kanton, and Sachi all decide to go with the plan of a direct assault, we may have been able to get to Theta's main chassis and possibly destroyed it. But the cost could have been all of our lives.
Oh yes, I think that is very likely. Considering
logic-
what I heard about their numbers.
Yes. By logic, that would have been the best course, in a way, to take out a major threat. But it comes at a major cost.
And what
At
if
least
we
to me, it
said,
feels like-
what if we said Hybris wasn't some thing that can just come back whenever? What if she was like us, and she made that choice, and she actually won? She'd be considered a hero, and then Sachi wouldn't be complaining that he risks our lives.
But that's all
It's
what
just down to
ifs.
I
circumstance.
had her,
Listen, Ibis.
but I was overpowered.
Like, look, you can't keep mulling about this like you are. Look, it happened. So you just have to deal with it. It's happened.
In her
You
defense,
can't change the past.
In her defense, it is other people that are continuing to mull about on it. I think that Sachi intends for you to reevaluate yourself so that these mistakes don't happen again, but he's not going about it in the most loving way that a friend should.
No, he
No.
really
I
isn't.
spent the
Sachi is
past
guilty
2
of his
days
own
in my room,
mistakes.
alone,
He's
thinking.
doing the harsh. He's doing the cold. Not cold, but what's that word? He's pretty much doing the
Tough
tough love. Yeah.
You have to
And yes,
consider...
it's going to seem really bad right now. But the best thing to do is not to fight against it and just let this current wave of anger or things just settle out for the moment.
Yes.
Us,
roll with
the ones who are
blows.
there, we've already forgiven her. And when everyone else sees that we get along just fine and we're okay with it, I'm sure they'll realize that there's nothing to be worried about. But at the
Well,
same
unless
time,
people are as stupid as they
Sachi...
I
usually
think
are.
that that's optimistic and ethereal.
Oh yes, very optimistic.
I am a bit
You only
optimistic.
solid
I have
rules.
to
We
be.
saw a similar mentality when Kanton made his choice. regarding his memories.
Well, yes.
Anton was okay, but everybody else wasn't. They made up
No.
their own decisions about it.
I mean, I was angry at him, but
So was I.
I got over it because over time, I realized at the time that was probably the best decision. I didn't agree with it. I was still angry
I
a bit.
respect Sachi, but Hybris, there is a connection here that I don't think you're seeing. What they're doing to you is something that you did to her. You locked her away in a room because you thought she was dangerous, and you thought you knew what you were doing was good for her, giving her time alone, and things like that.
Yes,
You needed
she was
talking
locked
to.
away.
Noru, you needed support. You needed someone to help you. Locking you away in the room won't do anything. That won't help Brim either. And yet we still don't know the things that are inside of them, but yet we're going to have to learn with them. They're doing the same thing with you, where they're just pushing you away and telling you to sort out your own problems.
I will admit
You won't
that isolation was probably not the best idea. I think possibly visits should have been allowed, but since it was Noru's idea to be placed in a location just in case something did happen, I can understand her wanting to go ahead with the request, and we did accommodate her to make sure it wasn't
Perhaps it is me
horrible.
simply imposing my own ideas upon her as well. After what happened the other night, I went straight to my own room and meditated. Nora, you probably noticed the past 2 days it was not me who was delivering things to you.
Yes.
I sent Athena in to take care of these things. I instead sat and meditated and occasionally dreamed. Tried to figure out what might be the best way of doing things, coming up with better ideas, figuring out what exactly I did wrong. I know exactly what I did wrong. At least now I do. Having had an opportunity to review the footage, I think I know exactly what I was wanting to do. I wanted to find and neutralize Theta. She's a threat to all of your lives. At any point in time, she could follow one of you and kill you immediately, without warning. And I don't want that to happen. It scares me, and I let that fear drive myself into a situation where I felt as the only way to deal with this problem was to remove her as quickly as possible, so she couldn't hurt anyone else. And when I saw an opportunity, I tried to take it. But that decision was a mistake. It nearly cost all of you your lives. Had her, though. I know it's possible. I just need to be even smarter about it. Not rushing headlong into it.
Maybe make use of your friends.
I
And
will.
not try and do it alone.
I will also apologize when we were out on the field. We did see you when we were running engaging Theta, and Kanton turned to me and asked if we should go back and assist. And due to my condition and him wanting to go in alone, I told him we could not.
I think it would have been suicide.
No. To be honest, if I get that opportunity again and you see me grappling with her like that again, run. Run as fast as you can. Get to cover. because I'm not going to let her get away again like that.
It honestly killed me to tell him no. But I knew that if we went in, we wouldn't have been able to do much or stop what happened.
We're not ready to face her.
Then we need to make ourselves
Hybris
ready. Yes.
is different. You made the right decision, Ethereal. If you had told Kontan to go back in there and he didn't come back, I couldn't have you to be mad at because you wouldn't have come back either. It's not an option.
In the end,
Suicide is just senseless death and it doesn't accomplish anything.
In what manner did
But
she
it could.
escape?
It could, at least. I think it could.
Your case is different, Hybris, but we still wouldn't want that of you.
It shouldn't be any different.
We don't want you to think that suicidal attacks on your part is an option. Because yes, you do come back in a way, but you lose a part of yourself each time. And now you have a soul to worry about. What if every time you die, you lose a part of your soul? Every time.
Perhaps.
Caution
We
is
don't know.
best here, yeah.
Perhaps, but it would be worth it. To me, at least.
Not to me,
Excuse you.
and not to any of
Not
us.
to us. You're worth
You-
more than that, Hybris.
I know you'll never admit to it, but you are more than just a machine. You are,
More
to
than the
me,
sum of your
a
parts.
person. And I care about you just like I care about anyone else. Your family, and we will always worry about you and care about you. And we are here to help you. Not just as subordinates, because you're our boss, but because, again, you've helped make this family. So, a boop on the head. I
Yes,
forgive
getting
you.
through your thick, hard-lined skull. Yes? We care about you,
We don't blame you,
but yes.
and I forgive you.
Yeah, screw Pug. Come on.
And try and rely on us a little bit. We are here for you. You did help train us, after all.
And I do
Put a little
rely
bit
on
of
all
faith
of
in
you.
us. And I know Sachi said he wanted to keep you off the front lines for a bit. Doesn't mean you can't help me in the back line.
And remember, we're not his agents.
No,
True.
we don't have to listen to a single thing he says.
That is
True,
true.
we don't.
That is true.
But
But
it
for-
might be good to listen to him.
For a little
Just
bit.
to make sure that he doesn't throw a hissy fit. Yes?
Not
What I
just
don't
that,
understand,
He means
Yeah.
well.
something I
doing?
would like to point out. We have two organizations that are vying to not join each other in this endeavor. Why? What purpose
No,
does that
that's
serve?
Not
That's
correct.
not true at all.
Just
I've been relying
They're-
on Sachi's and the others' help.
The thing is,
My impression was different from the speech
it's
I
just
heard.
their views on Hybris, not
Yeah,
the operatives
they're-
within Aegis.
they're angry right now, so their views are going to sound a little spiteful right now. That's just mortal
We
mentality.
also need to understand what Hybris is to Aegis. What Hybris is in a command standpoint, even for a mistake. Yes, a very serious mistake. But taking out something that is literally our figurehead, I don't think it's a good
I
option.
mean, if we were militarized, compromising a stealth operation and letting the enemy almost take out your squad, that could put down as stripping of rank or outright not being allowed to do anything for a long time.
No.
Or not militarized.
But
I'm not minimalizing it.
What I'm saying is,
But
it might be good to go with Sachi's plan to give her a break. Not a long one. But that way,
Is that what you
the
want,
public,
Hybris?
I'm just saying, in the public eyes, they see that she is listening to others and not just listening to only herself.
Yes.
My concern
Instead of going out to the front lines and punching people's faces, you just stand in the back and help us. Yes? Support
My concern is that we do not have the option to get rid of people who help us. We don't have the option to just get rid of Hybris in this case, do we?
No,
Why do you
that's
think
not
I'm
what
asking?
I'm saying.
Why do you think I'm asking her to help me on the forefront on the other thing that's going on? There's two sides to this war. Just everyone else has been focused on the front line. I'm the one that's been doing
As
the other
usual,
one.
people usually are. They get tunnel visioned.
And just because one person or a group of people decide that someone shouldn't help, doesn't mean that they have to stop helping. It's still Hybris' decision. If Sachi doesn't control her.
Sachi has a methodical way about getting a majority involved when it doesn't need to be.
Sachi
To
cares.
start off that conversation wasn't meant for that entire room. There's more tactful ways to go about things. And Sachi is a manipulator in my opinion, but
Yes, it is harder to signal when there are more people around.
And that's
Especially
why
if
I
they
wanted to have this
agree.
conversation. To say that I respect both parties. And yet,
And that's why I
it's
give
just that.
both parties information.
My goal at the end of the day is to save people. That is what we do. I don't stop to think about some... No
For
offense.
I am Aegis, and I do not fear the sword.
Yes.
I'll be giving all of this thought. I may need to meditate a bit longer, given all of this
It's right.
information.
Take all the time you
You
need.
should look after this is done. You should take a vacation.
for what it's
I
worth.
doubt something like that would ever happen.
Let's just all go to a
Doesn't need
beach.
to be a long vacation.
Do bad guys ever take vacation?
Each
Isn't-
episode.
That's when we can take vacation.
I don't believe they do. At least, not that I'm
Can we
aware of.
can we say they do? Can I just go like to a convention and just we go to the beach or something?
Yes,
Alright.
exactly. Beach episode. I've heard that phrase being used many times. I don't know why.
In any
Pop culture.
case,
Oh, right.
I thank you all for speaking to
I
me.
don't get it. Oh, don't worry. I'll gladly speak
When I
to
walked
anyone.
into the room and was immediately stopped, I immediately started coming to conclusions. It's what I'm designed to do. Predict what's going to happen next.
What did you
Yes,
think would
essentially,
happen?
you're an overthinker.
Well, I suppose. It's difficult for someone like me to not be an overthinker.
Yes.
That's the kind of person I am.
Yes. How you and it's up to you to make sure that you regulate that. It's good in some levels, but you gotta keep it down a bit, I think.
Yes. Perhaps. Perhaps you're right about that.
Go with the flow, man.
I prefer to define the flow.
Well, whatever
Direct
floats your
it.
boat.
Make your
Yes.
flow. Create
Make
your
the
own
boat
current.
float on.
And right now I feel as though I am somewhat aimless.
So am I. I'm completely aimless. You think I have any sort of grand plans or anything? I'm doing
Not a
fine.
grand plan, but something guiding your actions. Knowing exactly what and who you are. You are Sock.
Sounds like you need... Yes.
You are Sock the Nekomata, and quite possibly one of the most brilliant... well,
Yes, keep praising me.
teleportation mages I have ever met.
I'm going to be
Even
grand
when
and
you mess up a little, you still somehow manage to get where you're going.
Oh, yes.
I admire that
I'm
about you.
brilliant.
There are things that I admire about each and every one of you. It is those
Right.
things that I want to learn from.
Sounds like you need to do some soul searching.
Perhaps. I've been trying to come to a conclusion as to what an artificial intelligence with a soul really is.
Well, you are one.
Yes,
you?
but
You're
what is
Hybris.
that?
You're
You.
Hybris.
I think it makes you a person. That person is Hybris.
Perhaps, but what kind of person is a Hybris?
Well,
Whatever
you.
you want it to
Whatever
be.
you
Well,
make it to
you.
be.
Exactly.
So what kind of person do you want to be?
Do you want to be a protector? Because I would argue that you already are. Do you want to be a leader?
Yeah,
I would argue that you are already these things.
I would say
I
Do you want
see.
to be a
that you-
fighter? Do you want to be a scientist?
Actually, I know the perfect word for this, I think. You're a custodian, aren't you?
Custodian. That's actually quite similar to the name that I was given by Arcadum.
So it is, yes? Perhaps that is what you are.
Perhaps.
A custodian.
He had a more grand name for it, of course.
Of course.
As
that
is the case with everything he does.
It's a lot of fanfare about that thing. Yes.
I don't think I've come to completely inherit that title he gave me, which is why I must work harder.
So what do you think you would need to do to be able to carry that title? That is the question, is
I need more
do you
knowledge
think you
then.
will be worthy? Well,
And I think
if
right
you
now...
want knowledge, I can probably take you to a few places. I have...
I think right now the knowledge I need to collect, or at least ascertain, is related to the Purge.
And where do we find knowledge about the Purge? Probably the place they were first made, yes?
Yes. And to do that, we'll need an entrance. A way to get in.
Well, I really good. I'm pretty good at that. As long as you can give me some coordinates, I can probably get you in there. If there aren't any barriers up.
Perhaps.
If there are barriers up, I will need some prep time. And there might be side effects. But look, it's probably fine. Don't worry about it.
I think that's your quote. It's probably fine.
Yes, well.
Listen,
We can discuss this more in depth later, or at another time. In the meantime,
Yes.
I believe I have enough things to think about.
yes, you have plenty of things to think about.
I think I'm gonna go back to the cathedral.
Okay.
I see. Perhaps I will come with you. I may need to go back to my room for a little longer. Think about things.
Oh, but Hybris, by the way. If you want more general knowledge about things, I think I know a few places now. With this book, I can take you there.
I see.
My master, he was pretty thorough in his notes.
I believe I would like this.
Granted, I've not been to all of them.
Actually,
There is a lot of
perhaps there
shit
would
in
be
this.
something of particular
You
note
should
that
go
I
sleep
might
in
be
your
able
bed.
to.
Since you haven't in a while.
Okay. Sure.
Some way to disrupt hoarding.
Oh, you want an action? Oh, I think I can do that. I've actually already kind of made a deal with somebody that wanted me to make something for them that could do that, albeit temporarily. I'm not gonna
I see.
make it as powerful as they want to.
I think I'll come and speak with you more later.
Okay.
I'm probably going
But
to head
thank you.
back to Purple Lotus just to see if there's any more things I can pick up. I like
I
to
see.
listen.
I'll see you there.
Um,
I'll see you
but-
later, Ethereal.
Oblivious? I would like for you to personally help me with that plan, since we were both thinking the same thing. I
I see.
believe us working together rather than working apart on the same thing will be more beneficial.
I see. I'll start immediately.
I will send you my notes.
Of course. Thank you.
No, Brim's not.
They already have it.
I will have to pick out a few of the places that you would want to go to. I could write you a little list of things that you might be
Please.
interested in.
Yes, he'll be in
Okay.
my room, so send it to me digitally if you would. Otherwise, I won't be able to receive it.
Okay, sure. I'll send it via my cell phone.
I'm gonna go to bed. Out of character, I gotta do it. Said I gotta go do Azrael stuff. So, I'm going to bed. Night, Noru. And now we sit and we wait.
Turn this off. What's up, nerd?
Get the fucking shit out of me, dude. What the fuck? I'm gonna go do merchant stuff in just a second here. I'm waiting
Okay.
for my invite, yeah.
Is Azrael already on?
Yeah, he's on. He said he was gonna invite me, but I guess I can request. I'll do a big old way off. I'm gonna see how this is going to go.
I
Oh,
have
no.
no clue. I have a bad feeling, though.
I'm gonna be murdered!
There is a significant possibility that that could occur, yes.
That'd be fun. I need one of my characters to be killed, that'd be great. Did you forget the armor? Ah! You know what, hot dog? Look. No, I did not forget the armor. Ah! Oh, I didn't get. Oh my god. Would you stop it? Oh god, on my camera, I'm like in space.
Dude, like, fucking Sora Ichi, fucking Gormunder, Shimanzu, fucking everybody's requesting on me tonight. Oh, there's my invite from the Azrael. Forest in the Mist. Oh boy, we're going back there again.
Oh boy.
Wait, this is a different one. That was a nice shot.
Oh my dick. Jesus, this place is scary. I'm scared. I'm scared! Hey, cat, can you hold my hand? I'm kind of scared.
No!
Oh. Are you just gonna, are you gonna be here as a cat? Are you just gonna come in and be like, meow, meow,
I mean,
meow,
I
meow,
could.
meow, 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 meow,
I don't have
meow.
my voice changer set up at the moment, but I could turn it on real quick.
Oh my god.
Swap my
That would be,
inputs.
what?
That would be what? Hello? Kazuki? Did you die?
Okay. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
I
You,
think
like,
there's
died.
a problem with that model. Which is bigger.
With what model?
If there is. Because every time I get into the merchant model...
Hello? Oh. You're like invisible for me. Do I need to like re-upload it to your account? Like, send me an emoji or something. That is...
Wait, can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay. For some reason the model doesn't work. Like every time I get in that model it kind of yeets me halfway across the world.
That's strange. Oh.
Am I working
Hybrid.
now? Can you hear me here?
Yes. Oh. Hello? Check your play space mover. Like, walk your ass back over here. I don't... Maybe it's the map? I don't know. Hold on, let me swap models. Is that the one you need to restart VR chat for? Oh, maybe you have to switch VR chat or restart VR chat. I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know. I've got. Oh, hi, Asriel.
What's up, fuckers?
He's having some. Hi.
Shit's
Hello,
kinda
beautiful boy.
breaking.
Yeah, he's got
You're
some
fine.
problems going on. Oh, there's the boy.
Meow 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 meow
Hey.
meow 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 meow. Hey, hey, you
Still-
want this?
Hey.
You're still T-post.
Oh,
Hey, still
Or,
T-post for me.
not, or A-post, whatever.
Am I-
Alright,
am
now
I-
you can do it.
on my T. All right, you see me? You see me now? Am I
Mhm.
moving? Am I? Yeah.
Mhm.
Go get it.
I really wish you didn't have a family.
Anyways, this boy says he wants Space Cat to be here.
I did not look. Listen, all right. It'd be funny if Space Cat just like yeeted across. It's just like.
Sure.
She's come to observe something happening.
Falcona's here.
There's a
Screaming.
Falconia.
He's
Hello,
like,
Falconia. I love you, Falcona. Hope you're having a good
Travis.
night.
I have brought you here to discuss Space Cat. Stop pawing at my shit.
That'd be pretty good, actually.
That is, that's pretty accurate to the situation at hand.
I've brought you here to discuss you about. Get out of here, you stupid cat!
I was about to say, you...
He's got a spray bottle. Voice spray.
It's voice. Stop.
Hello!
Oh my god.
Oh, hold on. Why is that not working? Hello? Testing.
Meow, 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 meow.
Voice thing. Work.
It's not. You're not. Oh, is Bell gonna be here? Is Bell
Yes.
gonna be all like, oh my god?
I don't know why... Hold on, did I hit a wrong
I got a
bouton?
fireball. Fireball.
It's a fireball in a
Thank you.
jar. If you throw it at someone and it breaks...
It's actually a Dragon Ball egg. A right.
Get it right.
Dragon Ball.
I mean,
egg.
it's a
What the
tasty snack.
It's one of the Dragon Balls. Or whatever. Wow! Hey, check out what I got.
Hello, dear.
Just looking to the other. Hello.
Hello. If I can't figure this out within the next couple of minutes, I'll just not Space Cat. It's completely unnecessary, just simply fun.
So you're eating me here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
We finally
I'm gonna have
found you,
to-
you bitch.
I'm gonna have to do my fucking awful voice. This guy.
It literally is. I finally found you, and he just rips you to him.
Give me this.
Testing.
It was funny because
Whoa!
I was talking to Savis and Laza, and I was like, I don't want to kill him. And Savis said that you said on your stream immediately after I said that, you're like, well, time to go die.
I was like, yeah, I hope one of my characters died. It'd be interesting.
I won't say anything.
It's a pretty
Yeah,
big
depends.
woo situation, you know.
I mean, listen, when you're leaving your rocks all over the place, what do you expect, man?
Ah, there we go.
Like,
Oh,
technically,
Hello.
technically, I found
Alright,
this for
one
you,
moment.
okay? That will be 100 rupees, please. 100 rupees. We can make it 50. 20? Fine.
we're gonna wait till we're over there for my response because it's a good response. You're not gonna expect it.
Minus 10 rupees.
Okay.
I'm driving a hard bargain here. What lovely trees. Where am I? Where is this place?
This place is on Earth.
Okay.
And Aha!
Oh my god.
There it is.
Ah, so I gotta probably explain some things. I don't know how, like, if anything you do to him, how it's gonna affect him, but he's made of insects. He's not, like, human or anything. He's made of bugs underneath, and this is, like, fake flesh.
It's pretty
put
hot.
under him. Yeah. I'm really sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Baydate's requesting.
Yes, I
Hello?
accept.
I invited her.
I'll be invisible.
There she is.
So I don't know if you're gonna like hit me with anything.
I've been here
like...
for the past 5 minutes,
I knew
honey.
you were here. I'm pointing at Band-Aids, Sweet Bean.
Ah, okay.
Band-Aids here.
Hi.
God damn it, Laza. Alright.
Say hi, sweetheart.
Hello.
Alright, you sit here, be confused. Come on, Laza, time to go be edgy.
Are you gonna exterminate a bunch of bugs?
Alright, I'm gonna be
Maybe.
confused and there's a fucking space cat.
I remember this match.
Yes, so you're gonna stand behind this tree and pick up the sword. It's a cursed weapon. Usually it curses anyone it touches. You have a soul of void. You cannot be cursed. That's why you're holding it. We're going to trade him this sword for their... Yes, for you to
By
hold it,
you?
yes.
And for me to stay here?
You're gonna stay here until I call you to walk around, and then you're gonna show him the sword.
Okay.
Or you'll probably hand it to me.
Oh,
Also, Azria, when the two of you arrive, you will hear a loud popping noise.
Oh, Space Cat already here? Okay. I think I remember you.
Hello.
Would you like to come down?
Perhaps. But I believe that I will have a better view from up here.
A better view of what?
What is about to occur? Anytime one of you shows up somewhere, interesting things will happen.
To each their own. Right on cue. You know how old this tree is, Belle?
no clue.
Very old. One of the first ever born. But it's cursed. Very dreadful. Along with the weapon you're holding. I assume it should be enough suffice. I'd hate to have to do something harmful. Ah! It's about time you got here. Come.
You are the one that seeks the same as they. Different ideals you have to them.
You could say so.
Summon me.
have. Because it's something you have that I want. And I assume that you're a merchant of sorts. And so I have something to trade for.
A trade. A deal I have always made. I have already made a deal with the others. A moment. Do carry on. Apologies.
Did you get all of your critters organized? Are you feeling better? Good. Belle, come. You have a certain crystal on you. It radiates energy with a very pinkish sheen to it. I want
the
it.
one that feels sorrow.
He reaches into a black hole.
And in
This
return,
is what you see.
it is. And in return, I will give you this weapon. Now, do be careful. Don't touch it. It is cursed. Now, be it of your stature, it shouldn't hurt you. It shouldn't affect you at all, especially considering who you are. But should the curse be broken, this sword can wield very impressive capabilities.
The deal that I have made with the others must be broken. I can assume that you will deal with this matter.
Deal with what matter? If someone intends to actually break this.
No, the others that I have already sealed a deal with. It will need to be cancelled with them.
What was their deal?
They were to retrieve the bread and scales of a beast. Nice dragon.
And for what reward?
The crystal of gold.
Who are these others that were wanting this crystal?
They belong to a group by the name of Ages.
Ah. Yes, I can take care of that. You do not have to worry.
Then our deal may be sealed.
And here you are. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Take the crystal. Do be careful with that. Don't unsheath it.
Understood.
Stealth mode
A
activated.
friend of yours.
I wouldn't say such.
He's
I
going
wouldn't
to
even
bend it
say
into one
acquaintance. I wouldn't say such. Not even that much of an acquaintance. I don't believe I've met them at all, other than...
Don't you know it's rude to sneak up on people when they're having a private conversation?
Beep boop. I am a tree.
A pleasure.
To you as well. So, what was your name?
Zig.
Hey. Perhaps we will be doing business later. If you find anything interesting, of course.
Hopefully. Have a pleasant evening.
I can return to you where you were if you would like.
Perfect. If you would.
Of course. To save you the walk. He's gonna teleport you away.
Yeet.
And there we are.
Easy
As
clap,
simple as that.
business done.
Now then. There's one more thing we have to do.
Stealth mode deactivate.
Strangest things live in this world. Come, Belle. Belle. We must be going. Much as I enjoyed our conversation, if you follow me through there, I might kill you.
I see. Miss Kimble warned me about you. So I will not follow.
Did you forget to whitelist your daughter?
That's the portal. Who warned you about me?
Miss Kimble.
What are you?
I am Space Cat.
We'll be seeing each other again. That I can guarantee.
Goodbye.
Now do we follow? That is the real.
Oh, this place. Oh man, I remember this one. Let me reset my voice.
Hey, is this that?
Hello. Testing. Yep. Should be able to hear me again. No. No more circles.
Yeah. For the observers watching, a lot of Arbor is kept underneath this statue inside of this crate that Azrael has hidden away. And you'll just see body parts and pieces of crystal inside. Oh boy. Let's begin, I suppose. He's gonna take out all the pieces and start setting them out on the ground. Here we go. He's gonna start putting them all together in the specific points.
I'd
The
offer
last
help,
piece.
but I'm...
I really hope this works.
Make sure I have enough room to actually.
There you are. Arbor. It might take more time than I thought. I didn't think I have to have all of the pieces for the store. Arbor, dear. Maybe. Gonna place his hand to your forehead, and just a small amount of energy will be let inside of you. Well, she's moving. That's a start. We'll just keep going. It's time to wake up, Arbor.
Does she just need to rest?
Maybe. She feeds off of, or I say feeds, her body is very strange compared to most. Funny to say coming from us. She might just need more time.
She looks a lot like you.
You think so?
A little bit.
She was cells in our first. Spent a long time with her.
How long ago did you meet her?
A very, very long time ago. That's for certain. Years get misplaced in this world. I don't think of them as such. He's gonna keep putting small bits of energy into her. But I can tell you right now, she's a lot older than you. Arbor, open your eyes. There you are. You're right. Do you remember me?
Ooh.
Do you remember anything?
Where am I?
You're safe. Can you stand? Take it slow. Belle, get her other arm. Take it slow.
What's going on? I don't... Who are you?
I'm your father, Arbor.
I don't remember. Ooh. Who am I?
It's okay. Yeah. Come over here. Sit next to this. Relax. Or we can just sit right here. This will be fine. Yeah. Sit right here. Just sit down. I'll explain everything.
I feel so heavy.
You are.
Why?
I remember the first time you asked me that question. Your name is Arbor.
Arbor.
You gave yourself that name.
I did?
Mm-hmm. When you saw a tree.
I don't remember that.
What do you remember?
Nothing. I feel like I've been asleep, but awake. Happened? Why?
It's okay.
I feel as though I should have.
You should. But I haven't found it yet.
What happened?
I am.
Why am I here? What?
I don't know what happened. And that's what I want to figure out. But you don't remember either. Maybe I remember this place. Hold on. Can you stand?
Maybe.
You want some help?
I feel so stiff.
You've been out for a while. Bella, go through.
How long?
A long time. A very, very long time. Somewhat 300 years, if I believe.
3. What? I
This will make
don't
sense.
remember.
It'll make sense. Go. Maybe this will jog your memory. Do you remember this place?
I don't think so, no. Where are we? What is this? I still don't. No, I don't know where we are. Why did you bring me here?
Because Arbor. Every year we celebrated your birthday, from the day that we found you. Every year this is where you wanted to come. This is where we spent your birthday, every year. We made that house for you. The one up by the waterfall.
That one?
Still got some of your stuff in it.
Does it?
You love jumping off the top of the waterfall all the way down into the lake.
Mhm. I don't remember any of this.
Seems I need the last piece before you'll start remembering things.
Last piece.
Your arm. From what I can understand, you, darling, are a gem. A gemstone. Created from a place that no longer exists. Singularity existed before as a crystalline structure that protected things. And part of it fragmented off. That's how you were born.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand.
It didn't make much sense when we found you either. But we took care of you.
Oh, how do I know I can trust what you're saying? I don't remember you. I don't know who you
You don't.
are.
Perhaps not. But I did help. I put you back together. I'm trying to help you remember things.
I guess.
It's a lot, I understand. And I don't blame you for not fully believing me on everything either, especially considering you don't remember any of it. But I want you to try and trust me.
You said my name is Arbor, right?
Hmm.
You said you're my father? So you're like me then? You came from that place, or?
Not necessarily. It's more complicated than that, unfortunately.
I want to understand, but I don't understand.
No.
I was alive before all of this?
Mhm. If it means anything, I missed you, and happy birthday.
Oh. Thanks, I guess. I guess it is my birthday?
Ironically, yes, and it's also that day.
I see. You said that place has things that belong to me.
Mhm.
Okay,
Do you want to go see them?
maybe. Not sure what I'm expecting to see, but
One way to find out.
yeah. Doesn't look like there's much of anything here.
I didn't stay here often. I did like the view, though.
What? You said you don't know what happened to me?
I don't.
Didn't, like, leave or anything, did I?
I did. You wanted to go out, save people. You wanted to be a hero. It was an academy, a school. You used to check in, but one day you just stopped. I never heard from you since.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember these things.
I don't blame you. I understand.
Is there anyone who would know me other than you? Someone who might know more?
I do know one person.
Sibling?
I know two people. Your mother and one of your very old friends.
An old friend. I didn't know I had a mother or a friend.
You had a lot of friends. I don't know where they are now.
Oh. Where is my arm?
I don't know yet. I have a friend who's been helping me look for these pieces. I plan to go and talk to her soon about it, see if she's found it.
Oh.
But I'll find it for you.
Okay. That old friend. Would they know when I talk to them?
But they know who you are, where the arm is.
Who I am, sorry.
You're fine. I'm most positive they would know who you are. They're a very hard person to forget.
Can you take me to them? I know something else.
I'll take you to them when I can. I don't know if I can right now. I don't know where they are. Or even if I could reach them. But when I can, I'll take us there.
Okay. I'm still very confused about all of this, but...
That's fine.
This is a nice view. Are there any other places like this? Other places I spent time in? A place where I might be able to find more about myself?
Funnily enough, I don't know. Safe haven's gone. Singularity's gone. Perhaps the town. We could try that.
by the way, who is,
Oh, I'm here. This is your sister.
It's nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
I'm sorry you're going through all this.
I don't think it's your fault. I think it's... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Just confused.
Yeah.
Out of character, I do not remember that map's name.
I don't know, but do we want to like go real off cuff and say that that's the same city that a lot of the other stuff is currently happening in?
We could.
Just say that 300 years ago that used to be a town that
Yeah,
it's much
I'll just
smaller.
pick a random city map.
Well, I meant where things like PL and everything else is, because everything else is based around the same
What does it
large.
say?
It's like a mega city essentially. Giant
Yeah.
futuristic city.
Here, I'll let you pick a map that you want for it then, just in case I pick the wrong one.
Hold on here. I've got an idea. Nitsich, give me a roll! Got it in my head. Oof, a 4. Well, I know what city I'm using. Oh, that's too cute.
Thanks. Oh.
You rolled a 4.
Oof. Oh god. Because he would know it would be destroyed, so he would take her.
Okay. Do you want to not do that one then?
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Alright. On second thought...
If the town was destroyed, he'd just take her to a random one and be like, "This is it, I promise." Don't worry about anything. This is definitely it. The
Here,
old
to
one,
comfort you and
definitely.
to comfort you and rejog your memories, I'm gonna take you to a place that's covered in rust and sharp objects.
Well, this looks.
I don't know, he like takes a peek on the other side of the portal and he's like, oh!
Well, go to this one instead. This one looks pretty.
Yeah!
Yes.
Alright, I gotta turn my fucking air back on. It is hot as fuck. Get some water. Water in me.
This world is much shorter than I thought it was going to, but we'll work with it.
Oh, hello? My feetsies?
Oh no, he's over here.
For some reason, my feetsies stopped working in between worlds. Oh, hello?
Hello? Oh, there's nothing there.
What? Is it just a park area? Hello?
We're good.
Ah, God.
Does this park look familiar?
No. No, it doesn't.
City has changed a lot since you've been here.
I don't remember this at all. I don't remember anything.
It's okay. Listen, I understand. What you're going through is hard. But if there's one thing that I'm certain that you have, that my old Arbor had as well, it's that you're brave. And even though this might be rough and you might not remember things, it'll be alright. Okay?
I guess.
I'll find it. Just give me time. Is there anywhere you want to go?
I don't know where I don't know where anything is. I don't know what. I don't even know where we are right now. These tall things and it's a tree. It's bright here. That's at least something. Okay. Is there anywhere, anyone? You certain?
Do you remember the name Catherine?
No. Who is that?
She was your first friend.
Well,
Very first one ever.
she should remember something, right? Can you
Maybe.
take me to her? I'm sure she'd know something.
We can see. I'll have to find her first.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
What
One
am I
step
gonna
at a
do?
time.
I need to figure out who I am, what I am.
Well, for the most part, you need to do a lot of resting.
Okay.
Yes, you were asleep for a very long time, but you weren't resting. You're drained.
A little better than before. I don't feel quite so stiff.
You absorb sunlight and convert it into energy. You need the sun. If I put a portal back to that island, would you mind staying with her?
Not at all. Would
Would
you
you
be
mind
okay
if
with that?
Bella...
I guess. I don't know what else to do.
I can bring some supplies, or you can swim while you're there. I'll bring an assortment of things for you to do to entertain yourself and her while you're there. No training. None.
Does that sound alright to you?
I guess. I don't know where to go, what to do, who I am, where I am.
I'll figure it out.
Confused.
I know you're very confused, and I'm going to help you. But it's going to take some time before we can get there. Do you trust me, Arbor?
I feel like I don't really have a choice. I don't know what's going on.
You always have a choice.
Well, you haven't tried to hurt me yet, so I suppose that's something.
That is something. I'll put a portal back there for the two of you. I'm glad to have you back, Arbor. Even if you can't remember it yet.
I guess.
Can you do me a favor? Go look around. I want to speak just a moment to Belle.
I guess, sure.
Don't wander too far. Just go look around. Find 3 things that you think look interesting. And when you find all 3 of them, come back to me.
Okay.
Come here, Belle.
I'm gonna put some music on. Some of that good shit.
Did you find your 3 interesting things?
Yeah. This tree.
Hmm.
These lights. And
They're called lamps.
the fact that I am alive. It's...
That's a good one. I want you to pick 3 things here, though.
Oh, well, I'll go a step further. The 2 of you. I don't really know who you are, but...
Maybe. We are quite the interesting pair, wouldn't you say, Bill?
They're more interesting than me, are they?
No.
He's a lot older. Knows
A
more
lot
stuff.
older.
You said you're my father, but you never really said who you are.
My name is Azrael.
Azrael.
Hmm.
And you're Belle. You're my sister. So that means you're like me, right?
As much as I'd like to say yes, I have to say no.
Oh. Earlier you said I'm a gem. What does that mean?
Bill, hold out your hand for her. Just press your finger into the top of her hand. What does it feel like?
Squishy. My leg. I
I'll show you a leg.
noticed earlier. There's a give to it, but then it stops.
Solid rock?
Rock?
Jim.
Gem. You're saying that underneath my skin is gem?
Just like your hair.
My hair?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what I look like.
I wish I could conjure things.
We can find a mirror.
Go find one for us. Oh, one time I wish I could do magic. What are some other questions that you have?
You said I was asleep. For almost 300 years.
Mm-hmm.
Means I'm old,
You're quite
almost 300 years old.
a little older than, well, quite some older than that.
Oh,
There's actually a holographic mirror on the other end of the park.
Oh.
Press a button and it glitters up.
Let's go look.
keep trying to lift myself. My left hand.
Come on. There you go. Did it all by yourself. Come on.
That's what you meant.
It's not bad.
It's strange. I look kind of like you, but my hair and my... Is that my eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Told you.
Why do I look like this?
I don't know. When I found you, that's what you looked like. Minus, well, the clothing I put on you.
Oh. I guess it's not all bad. Able to walk around at least.
I think you look wonderful. Oh. You best not be waiting too long.
I think I see what you mean. Made of stone.
Gemstone. If we're ready to go, we can make our way back to the island and I can start looking for your last piece.
Okay. Let's go then.
Neither of you need to eat, but I will bring food and water for you as well as some snacks. Perhaps some movies to play on the DVD, some extra clothing to go swimming in, and the sorts. Does it sound fine?
Yeah. I mean, it's up to her, really. But that's a lot of fun stuff we can do.
I guess, yeah. I don't really know what else I'll do.
Lots of books
Gonna
would
take
probably
them?
be nice too.
I figured on getting some. Probably find some other than scripture books from the old void lore. We'll figure out something.